Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creation. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Today we're working in our jewel Victorian. And what I have been doing is I have been pulling out and laying out all the bins that I have here. I have those, that one, this one here that is mainly stickers. That doesn't go there, that doesn't go there. Let's see, yeah, those are little teeny tiny stickers. Then I have little scraps and other ephemera to go in there. In the bottom, my different inks. So I've had these laying out. And what I've been trying to do, oops, let me put that back over there. And I keep them sort of stacked up because that's where they fit on my shelf. But what I've been doing is I've been going through and pulling papers, just willy-nilly. And what I've done is I've stuck them and, and I pulled a few other things and just put them in envelopes for different pages. Yeah, I used the same, I was trying to use the same piece of paper. And then I can use these for pages in here. But then I came across a problem, and let me show you what that is. Let me squeeze this back over here where it goes. If not, I won't have any room on my desk. I went and started pulling another set of papers, and see, where did I didn't stick them in here anywhere. So we're gonna do this page right here. And I'm gonna show you the pages I pulled. And after I pulled these three, I stopped. Because then I realized some may have a problem with where we're at. Or what we're pulling. I actually pulled pages. I mean, you're gonna pull pages eventually that don't go together. So you're wondering, well, how can I make that work? Well, we're gonna do that today. So what I'm going to do first thing is I'm going to get around here. I'm going to pull out my inks because I don't know if you can see this, but there is that white core showing through because this is just the design on top of white cardstock, and I don't want that white core to show through. So I'm gonna pull out my black soot. You can use any color ink you want. If your project is mainly blue, let's say with a little touch of pink, try using pink. Try using lavender. Try using a color that would go with it. It's just, I pulled 3 different ones to go with this in this journal, so I'm using what I pulled. Now, I'm just daubing around the edges of this one here too. Not so much to get the ink on it, but just a little, so it shows a little bit of a line, like a delineation. Now this is a burnt edge paper. So all I'm doing is I'm going to touch those edges that don't have anything on it. That doesn't show that burnt quality. There. Set this back in there before I end up getting ink all over me. Move my coffee cup out of the way. Now, I know somehow this has I think this is it. The writing, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see the writing in there as to which way is up. Not that it would really matter, but I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half because I'm going to put this right in the center. Now, because this is a heavy cardstock, it may not want to stay in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here with a little bit of double-sided tape. that part down. Put one on this side. Now, another thing you can do when you're doing a center fold is to come in here on one side only of that fold and put down a piece of tape, if you're using tape. I was using a piece of cardstock not too long ago, and for the life of me, it would not stay in that center fold. Right now, need to find a couple of little tools here. Well, that was it. It's hard to see white on white, so I'm going to burnish those edges, and again, figure out which way is up. I think this is it. Okay, now my tape is on this side. So what I'm going to do is I want to make sure I get that crease down there. And I'm only going to remove the tape on these two sides. Well, it doesn't. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell it right now. Oh, it has been so hot here. Okay, now from there, I'm going to put my glue between these two pieces of tape. And then I'm going to come in here, let me see where that, and I'm going to put some glue right down that center seam, just like that. Now, with this folded in half, I'm going to put this where that glue was, and while pressing it down, lay down that one side. So now I know that's there. I know it's in my groove. And then, watch me not be able to get this off. Ah, it did, it came off. I can come back here and put glue on that page, and down it goes. So just by adding the outer strips of glue, will keep this down here. But that piece right next to that center groove will hold it into that groove while I lay the rest out. Now, we have this piece, and I'm pretty sure this is a sticker. Pretty sure, but not 100% sure. Oh, I thought it was. It's got the feel of a sticker. Maybe I was wrong. But it sure does feel like it is a sticker. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, I'm going to tear this thing right down the middle. Just like that. So that I've got, two pieces. Come back in here with my black. And this is where I really want to put down some ink. Just like that. Just like that, with the lid on that. As you know me, I will get ink everywhere. Now, come in here and lift my corner. Yes, I'm doing it this way because my tape did not work. Now, before I get to the bottom, because this is a long one, I know it's going to stick or to curl. So, over here towards the edge. get the bottom down, and then the top goes up. Now did that. Just a tad. It's okay. Now I'm going to do the other side the same way. And if you don't get them exactly across from each other, that is okay too. Yeah, just as I thought. It started to roll. But I'm not going to put these in the exact same place, both sides. Just to show you that it can be done. Now, I had that piece. I could do that on one side. I could do that on the other. I could even do bottom or diagonal. Let's do diagonal. Why? Why not? Why not? Now this is a thinner paper, so I'm not really worried about it not staying down in that fold. Now, because I'm going diagonally, what I want to do is I want to place one side first, and then when I get to that fold, I can come in here. Now, if you need to adjust it, go back straight to the fold, and then move it out. Just like that. I see we've got two placements in the fold. Easy peasy. Now, what are we going to do to decorate it? Well, let's see here. I do have frames. See, I hadn't thought that far ahead. That one would be nice. Or I'm looking for some of the darker ones. There's a big one. No, let's do those two. Yes, I said two. Why? Why not? We can do whatever we want because it's our journal. And you don't have to have a picture in it. I'm just going to touch around the inside here. Just like this. Just so I get some color on there. This one here has already been done. All right. So we know we're going to use those two. What else? Well, let's see. What would we want in the middle? And I'm just looking through different areas here of things to see what we have that we can put down there. I want something a little colorful, so maybe those won't work. Vellum stickers tend to be lighter. What do we have in here? These were stickers from washi tape. And that would give us a touch of red right there. Okay, so I'm going to move these two. I'm going to sort of hold my finger where those were, so I have an idea of where I'm going to put that. I don't know what happened to my piece of tape. I had it over here, but that's okay. We'll get another one. Now, I'm not concerned with the plastic on the back, or the plastic around the edges, I should say. Right. You stick there. So, I'm going to put that here, just like that. Now, if I put this here, and then I can have this one coming over it, or do I want? Yeah, let's put this one down first. Why not? Get that off. Put that there. And now this we can put here, because I just want to see the flower. Which means our fold gets done here. Now, all I'm doing is giving it that crease. I may be off a little, but it's okay. Get the glue. Oops. Just about tried to knock it out of my hand. There. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, let me see, what do I have? I do have these that I do want to put one on. But let's see if we have anything else. Bring over our little sticker thing. Yeah, the tray that I had, like this, that held all the washi, I ended up putting it in my little 4-drawer case. Why? It's just more convenient that way. There's really nothing in there I want to use. Let's see. What? Ooh, that's another piece of music. That's nice. Maybe I can find something to go in between. We have more music. And right now, I'm just pulling to pull. I am just pulling things to pull things. That would go with that. Let's try this. All right, we put our stickers back where they belong. So I think the first thing I want to do is this one. Yeah, my fingernails are not going to get the job done. Peel off the backing. Oops, where'd you go? All right, I'm gonna put this one right inside that fold. This one here. I think I put this, yep, that comes off pretty good. Let's cover that side. And then I had this one, which is sort of well, see what I did? I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. All right, come off. Yeah, that's the right way. So we can go here. So it sort of covers up all of those. And then on top of everything, all right, this goes this way. Looking for the handwriting. Making sure I've got it going the right way. I love it when these things don't want to cooperate. You can tell what kind of day it's going to be. And this can go down just a touch over all that. So now we've got a nice cluster. We've got everything else. And then I'm going to pull out my label and put it right up here. Why? Because that needed something. Maybe we'll do another one right down here so that we don't have that much white showing. Why? Why not? We've got labels. Let's use them. Yeah, when that gets sort of long, because I don't want to wrap it all the way back up, I'm just going to come down here and cut that excess off. Pull that back around. And then these little rubber bands I got at Dollar Tree. Look how easy that is. That goes back in my little drawer. And it goes right away. So, we took 3 pieces of paper that basically didn't go together. And we made it work. So don't get discouraged. Just because you have something that doesn't match doesn't mean you can't make it match. You can pull, like we pulled in the color from here. We've got this color that sort of matches that. Some of the yellow, which will go in with that. So even though, you know, basically anybody else probably would not have done it, we've made it work. And then the red in the flower gives us our jewel tone along with the turquoise color. Turquoise and ruby, which is what that looks like, a ruby color to me, are gemstones. Ta-da! So I think it turned out pretty good. If you like what we worked on today, give me a thumbs up. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification. Tuesdays and Thursdays are our junk journaling days. We work in our Victorian journal and our jewel Victorian journal. Saturdays is sort of a free-for-all. It could be anything. So we'll just call it our surprise day. So hopefully I will see you next time here on the Dragon's Den. Bye, guys.